All right, everybody. So we're going to be taking a look at this first worksheet here called Math Antics Exercises, Angle Basics. And first off, we're going to be talking about a few different names here of angles. Well, first off, we have this angle that forms a right angle that is 90 degrees, and it's shown here by this little square mark. And this is known as a right angle. So what kind of angle is this? It is a right angle. It's talking about the angle between this ray and this ray. All right, makes a perfect corner here, 90 degrees. And now it asks, what kind of angle is this? Well, notice if we had our right angle, it would be going straight up, right? That's the 90-degree angle, but it's a little bit past that. And so if this is 90 degrees and we're going a little bit more past that, then it's going to be what is called an obtuse angle, meaning that it is larger than 90 degrees. And now we have, what kind of angle is this? Now notice this arc here, this angle measure, is less than our 90-degree right angle. It only goes from here to here. And so this is called an acute angle. So one more time, a right angle, that is when it forms a perfect corner, 90 degrees. An obtuse angle is when it's going to be greater than a right angle. And an acute angle is when it is less than a right angle. Now we look at 4. We have a straight line here, and so we're probably thinking this would be a line. But notice there is an angle mark here saying that we're measuring an angle. Now, if we had our 90-degree angle, it would be straight up. And so if this here is 90 degrees, and then we have another one of these angles, which would also be 90 degrees, then this angle going straight across would be 180 degrees. And we call this a straight angle. So one more time, we have our right angle, which is 90 degrees. We have our obtuse angle, which is going to be larger than 90 degrees. And then we have our acute angle, which is going to be less than 90 degrees. And then we have our straight angle, which is going to be 180 degrees. So now it says this diagram shows which of the following, and here you're choosing from parallel, perpendicular, supplementary, and complementary. So think about parallel when you see this word. Parallel parking, parallel universe, parallel bars. If we take the example of parallel parking, we have a car here, a car here, a car here, a car here, but notice they're never touching. At least we don't want them to touch, right? And if we're talking about parallel bars and you're a gymnast, they are lines next to each other that never cross each other, right? The bars never cross each other. So the word parallel means that it goes on forever without touching. So no touching each other. Perpendicular means that it cuts the other line in half. All right, so it basically makes an intersection. So if you're driving and you come up to a stop sign, come to a stoplight, it's going to be an intersection and it forms perpendicular lines. Supplementary, that's just like a straight line. That is two angles that add up to 180 degrees. Now, the reason supplementary starts with an S is that it is a straight line. So that's how I remember it. Supplementary starts with an S. Straight starts with an S as well. So supplementary is a straight line. Complementary, that's two angles that add up to 90 degrees. And I think about that in terms of the CO. The word corner also starts with CO. So complementary, corner, complementary, corner, supplementary, straight. So that's how I remember those two names. Well, here we see two angles that add up to 180 degrees, or a straight line. So since they form a straight line, this is going to be supplementary, and I can go ahead and check that box. Here we have two lines that keep on going without touching. They look like parallel bars. So that's going to be parallel. This here, this forms a corner. So this is going to be a complementary angle. And then we have like an intersection, lines that intersect each other. So this is going to be perpendicular lines. Notice they form 4 right angles here, all 90 degrees each. All right, so that's the exercise sheet. Now we're going to move on to the worksheets below.